Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Hopefully you have watched your previous videos and you have understood the topics of triangles and quadrilaterals. In this video, we will learn about polygons. Students, all these figures belongs to polygons, a family of polygons, and poly means many. Poly means many. Poly means many. Now let's discuss about these three shapes. What are these three shapes and what are their names? This is a shape that has 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 sides. How many sides it has? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 sides. And how many corners it has? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 corners. This shape is known as pentagon. This shape is known as pentagon. A shape that has 5 sides is known as pentagon. A shape that has 5 sides and 5 corners. This shape is known as pentagon. And penta is a Greek word that means 5, is a Greek word for 5. So this is a shape that has 5 sides and 5 corners, and this shape is known as pentagon. This shape is known as pentagon, right? This is the first type of polygon we have learnt about. Let's move to the next shape. This shape has, let's count with me, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6 sides. How many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 sides. And how many corners it has? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 corners. So how many sides it has? It has 6 sides and 6 corners. It has 6 sides and 6 corners. A shape with 6 sides and 6 corners is known as a hexagon. It's known as a hexagon. It has 6 sides and 6 corners, and this shape is known as hexagon. A shape with 6 sides and 6 corners, it's known as hexagon, right? Now let's move to the last type of polygon included in your syllabus. This side shape has, count with me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 sides. How many sides it has? 8 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 sides. And how many corners it has? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 corners, right? So this is a shape that has 8 sides and 8 corners. A shape with 8 sides and 8 corners, it's known as octagon. It's known as octagon, and octa is a Greek word for 8. An octagon has how many sides? Yes, right, it has 8 sides and 8 corners, right? So we have learnt about 3 polygons. Number 1, yes, try, yes, it's a pentagon, right? It has 5 sides and 5 corners. It's called a pentagon. The second one, it has 6 sides and 6 corners. It's called hexagon. It's called hexagon. And the last one, it has 8 sides and 8 corners, and it's known as octagon, right? What we have learnt about today? We have learnt about polygons. We have learnt about polygons. And what poly means? Poly means many. We have learnt about polygons today, and poly means many. What's the first polygon we have learnt about? It's a pentagon. It's a pentagon, and a pentagon has 5 sides and 5 corners, right? Second one is a hexagon. Second one is a hexagon. A hexagon has 6 sides and 6 corners. And the last one is an octagon. It's an octagon, and an octagon has 8 sides and 8 coordinates, right? Hope you have understood. And after watching today's 3 videos, what you have to do, it's your second assignment time, right? After watching these 3 videos, you have to solve your assignment number 2, right? And again, you have to use the same pattern that I have already shared in the WhatsApp group. You have to use separate sheets for that, and you have to solve number 1, fill in the blanks, and then you have to draw these shapes on your sheet yourself, and you can use the measurements of your own choice, and then you have to label these shapes, write their names, right? And as we have already shared the information, what's the day you have to submit? You have to submit your assignments on next Wednesday, right? Thank you. Take care. Allah Hafiz.